Palm fruit is one of the most important crops in Nigeria and many parts of West Africa. From it, we get red palm oil, a cooking oil used every day in soups, stews, and other foods. We also get palm kernel oil used in soaps, creams, and even biodiesel. Just like Gary, palm oil is still made in many villages using simple, traditional methods. In this video, we will be taking you through the process of making palm oil, from harvesting the fruit to producing the oil that ends up in our kitchen. Of course, it all starts on the palm tree. Farmers harvest ripe palm fruit bunches by cutting them down with long knives or climbing the trees. Each bunch is heavy and covered with spiky fruits, so it's tough to walk. The bunches are then gathered on the ground and taken to where they will be processed. The fruits are separated from the bunches using cutlass, like you can see in this video how the man is cutting off the palm fruit. It might shock you how locally this thing is being produced with basic crude tools. You might be thinking palm fruit is processed in a very big industry with big machines. But in this video, you'll be seeing the rigorous processes involved in getting that palm oil you consume almost every day. So you can see the man removing the palm fruit from the bunches. This is the first process after harvesting it from the tree. And then after that, the next process is to carefully select the palm fruit from the bunches that have just been cut out. And as you can see, every member of the family is actively busy selecting this palm fruit. And it's also possible to remove some of the palm fruit that might have been damaged or spoiled during the cutting process. The next part in our journey to get palm oil is to cook the palm fruit properly to the point that the mesocarp, which is the soft flesh, will be very soft, so that it will be easier to pound it. So when it's done, it is then removed from the pot using a sieve. This is the local method of doing it, so that the hot water will easily be sieved out from the soft palm fruits. After it's removed from fire, it is taken to a very big mortar for pounding. This is to show you that in as much as there are a lot of mechanized system of producing palm oil, a lot of people in rural areas still use this local method, this crude method of producing palm oil. The red mud helps to separate the oil from the fiber. It also helps to increase heat retention and a lot of other importance. Now the palm fruit has been transferred to the mortar and it's now time for pounding. You can see how stressful and rigorous this crude method is. You can see that during pounding, some of the palm fruit will fall to the ground, and then you still have to pick them up and put them back, which to a large extent might not be as healthy as the mechanized methods. And this is why it is paramount and imperative for governments and NGOs to support the local farmers in order to aid these processes. Now it is time to add the red mud. Like I said, this red mud helps to separate the oil from the fiber. It keeps the palm fruit from sticking together, and it increases heat retention, and it's also a traditional practice. In many villages, it has been passed down for generations as a quick, cheap way to improve extraction without machines. And yeah, the pounding goes on and on and on for a very long time. You can see as he's stirring, you can already see some amount of oil coming out. Now the pounded palm fruit will be transferred to another stage of processing, and as it is, the chaff, the mesocarp, has now been separated from the endocarp, which is the soft part, is now almost separated from the hard part, which is the palm kernel. A lot of pounding goes into this, further on and on and on until that desired finish is gotten. Now that the pounding is done, it is transferred into a bowl, and here is where the palm kernel is separated from the mesocarp. This is another tedious process and time-consuming process. And at this stage, it's not everybody that might have the patience to do this kind of thing. Right, so after selecting the kernel, majority of them anyways, because it might be almost impossible to select all 100%, it is then transferred to be cooked properly. This is where the main cooking is done. And after the cooking is done, it is then transferred into a sack for pressing, majorly for pressing. Even while he is tying the sack to make it air seal, you can already see some coming out of this. Is our palm oil. We are almost there. Now it will be placed on a locally made machine that will be used to achieve that pressing, and some pots are already in place to extract the oil as it's being pressed. So while this is manually done, he has to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Then after squeezing, they have to place some level of weights on the wedge, on the manual lever used to squeezing this, so that it will not loosen on its own. And then it is left there for a while. Then further squeezing is done. The aim is to extract as much oil as possible. You can already see the oil coming out and gushing out with speed. This is a crude way of making oil, and it might surprise you that this is the process still used by a lot of people in Nigeria, especially in the rural areas. This is the process used to make the palm oil you are buying in the market. And even this process is quite healthy compared to a lot of people. There are still places you go, they use leg to pound palm oil. You can see this is the first extract, pure palm oil. After that, the chaff or the mesocap is brought out from the sack and transferred into a bowl. Water is added in order to still get that oil. More oil can be gotten. There is still a chance of getting enough oil from this one, in as much as we have gotten our first extract. So you can see them squeezing out this particular one. This is the type used in doing banga soup, or what you properly know as ofako in the southeastern part of Nigeria. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button, press the bell icon to get notifications whenever we post videos like this. Don't forget to click that like button. It goes a long way for the channel. And if you have any question whatsoever, drop it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.